Sri MP Achudan.
The power sector is in deep crisis. The gap between the supply and demand is very huge. There are many reasons for this situation. Mainly, we are not able optimum utilize the installed capacity in the power sector. And in the impasse in the coal sector and the delay in getting clearance for hydel projects, environmental clearance, and these are all affecting our power generation sector. And another is the huge transmission, distribution and transmission loss. In Kerala, it was 10 years back, it was 30%. Now, Kerala is able to reduce it to 18.6%. And Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, and some other states are able to reduce it. But even states like Gujarat, it is about 20%, the transmission and distribution loss. So, one sector we have to concentrate is the reducing the transmission and distribution loss. And now, a decade has passed after the reforms we have introduced in the power sector. And I know our young and energetic energy minister is a strong supporter of the neoliberal policies. That is giving more and more importance for private sector, private participation in the sector. I have no quarrel, but I'm sure that the practical sense and experience will force him to renew some of the actions in this sector, giving undue preference to the private sector. So we have the experience in Tamil Nadu, in Delhi, and in some other states where the sector has been privatized. We are giving all the infrastructure built by the public money to private sector, private parties, agencies. And what is their motive? Only profit making. They are not giving, having more investment in this sector. Only by a middleman. They are charging, invariably they are charging more and more price from the consumers. And they are not investing to reduce the transmission loss, distribution loss, or improving the quality of the service to the consumers. So we must have a relook. And what is the effect of the Act, 2003 Act implementation? The main aim of that Act, I understand, our experience shows, is dismantling the state electricity boards. Of course, there is no dispute that the work culture, the management and everything in the state electricity board must improve. There are a lot of areas had to be improved. But in the name of improvement, we cannot kill the electricity boards. Now, in the state electricity boards, the power distribution has been given to private parties. Even though it is in the concurrent list, the electricity is in the concurrent list, and transmission and is the duty, the segment is completely in the state sector. You are insisting that it must be privatized. And what you are doing, the privatized state electricity boards, it is outsourcing all of their duties. Contract labor. In effect, you are reducing the workmen in the electricity board, and it has got a very bad impact on the working of the state electricity boards. Ultimately, what will affect, it will have a very bad impact on the consumers and the whole electricity scenario in our country. So, please have a relook. And the thing with so many points has already been discussed, the solar energy. One sector we can have a breakthrough is solar energy. And the main hurdle is we don't have the panels. And the private parties are not ready to invest in the R&D to develop a cheaper variety of these panels. It is the duty of the central government and the public sector units are to have more R&D in this sector. And as a whole, if we are not able to public investment, increase the public investment in energy sector, we cannot have a breakthrough in power generation, including the green power. That is what the solar energy is being called. So now the two problems, one is the panel, the high cost of panel, and the second is how to preserve this battery charge. It's also huge. So instead of relying on the battery, we have to give a direct connection to the grid, to the light. Some states have that experience, and we have to generalize it and implement it in an all India level. And another thing is that some states, we are having this LNG for, just 1 minute more, sir. LNG for the state, instead of thermal, LNG is using. There the problem is, there is no uniform price for LNG. In Kerala, in Kayangulam, there it is being sold for 24 rupees, $24. But in UP, it is for $4. That's the difference. You can't have that policy. It must be uniform policy, price policy for LNG in all the sectors. And one thing more about Kerala. We are now in a deficit state in power sector. Once we were surplus after the commissioning of the Idiki project. Now we are deficit, and we are not getting power. We are getting clearance for the hydel projects, new hydel projects. We don't have any new thermal projects. So it is the duty of the central government to give power to Kerala from the central pool. Apart from the central pool, we have got a quota. From the unallotted sector also, you have to help Kerala. Then only, otherwise, we are having load shedding in Kerala now, even just 1 month before. So, to tide over the crisis, you have to help Kerala in a massive way. Then only Kerala can progress, and hope that the minister will consider the request of the Kerala government and the people of Kerala to give more power to the state. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.